Hello, teachers. Today we're going to look at monitoring iReady intervention data. Why intervention matters. Intervention data helps us identify student strengths and gaps, plan targeted small group instruction, track student progress towards goals, and make driven decisions as a team based on data. Why iReady intervention data matters? It matters because it identifies students' needs precisely. iReady breaks down performance by domain. If you can remember, there were four different categories, and each category is broken down for both reading and math. It helps pinpoint exactly where students are struggling, and it also automatically groups your students based off their needs. You can tailor small group or one on one intervention as well. iReady helps us track growth over time, and we are provided with multiple diagnostics for the year, including your BOY, MOY, and EOY, and it allows you to measure student progress. In continuation, iReady supports data driven decision making, meaning you can create the anecdotal notes to have for your tier 2 and 3 interventions. A form was provided to you during PLC. iReady also helps students own their thinking. There's data charts that are available as well, and you can use those to guide your conversations with students about their data and the scores that they accumulated through the diagnostic assessment. The data chats and the form for interventions for tier 2 and 3, in order for you to take notes, will be uploaded in your team's grade level folder. iReady also connects to instructional tools and can be used automatically to assign personalized online lessons, and that's through the pathway that you create or the assignments you create. And also, you can supplement with printable lessons from the teacher toolbox to help fill in the gaps of the student's learning. This form is used for supporting intervention with iReady Action Plan. You may use this for your notes to take so that you have notes to prepare for MTSS as needed. This is a visual of the data chat that you may use to help guide you with your parent conferences. It is a chat worksheet where you can observe with the student, you can reflect with the student, set goals, and an action plan throughout the school year for iReady diagnostics. This can also be used for your parent conferences as well. The data chat is also a tool you may use to provide further insight to your parents when you are reviewing the student's individualized data report from iReady that shows their stretch growth and their score. Now let's talk about the minutes. We are required to provide students with at least 15 minutes per day with a total of 45 minutes a week for their iReady practice. And so here you can see campus wide where I can see the math, and it tells me the minutes and the percentages that students have been logged on to iReady to complete their iReady practice for the day. So remember, the goal is to make sure we have that 45-minute time frame for both the math and the reading, and that we must monitor this weekly in order for us to be successful with maintaining the allotted minutes for iReady each week. The previous screen showed the math, and this shows the reading. So again, the percentages are shown in the minutes that students have been logged onto iReady to complete their assignment in iReady for the week and by the day. Please closely monitor to make sure they're at the 45-minute mark. Also, this can be checked per grade level. I will be sending out reminders to remind you to check weekly to monitor the minutes that are being used. The important uses of minutes, why minutes matter, because there's too few minutes is limited progress, and we want to maintain the consistency. This screen shows the iReady categories in which I can monitor the time on task, lessons versus lessons passed, the alerts, the domain performance and trends over time. So these categories will show up and it will provide percentages and minutes and information you will need to track progress of your students. I can also see this by campus. A way to check the minutes report, you will have to go to your iReady login screen and click on reports. Once you click on reports, on the left side, there will be a section called instruction, and this is where you will click to find the report. Once you click on instruction, you will then be taken to another screen where you will see the minutes report and the information provided from those categories, such as this is an example per teacher, and I can see the minutes that the students have been on so far, as well as the assignments passed and the lessons. As for you, the classroom teacher, you will be able to click your name and you will be able to see your students given the same information. Please make sure you're checking this weekly, if not daily. Remember the key reports to monitor: lesson time on task. You want to be making sure you're looking at that. The progress report. Did they pass the lesson or did they fail? And what type of intervention are you going to provide? Monitor the growth report. So look at the goals. Are they reaching those goals? If not, you want to go and check to see why they're not reaching the goals. And then you may have to intervene by reteaching using some of those lessons from the toolbox. To recap, you want to monitor regularly, weekly or bi-weekly. I will do bi-weekly and you will do weekly to monitor your student progress. Remember to look at the alerts as warning signals for struggling students with lessons. If you have struggling students, you want to dig into the domain to see exactly what's causing them to struggle, the barrier. Adjust instruction based on domain gaps. Are students having trouble? Plan small group or reteach that domain if students are struggling. Check engagement and time versus the progress. Do I have a lot of students not passing many lessons? That's a red flag. So you may have to scaffold to support or personalize help. Set student goals using the summary. And also remember the data chats that you have. Collaborate with your team to gain more ideas on how to help your students fill in the gaps. Continue to use the data for action. Celebrate growth with your students, set weekly goals for minutes and lessons, plan small groups around reteaching needs, and share insights in PLC discussions. In addition to what you already have for your tracking folder, I have also provided an additional tracking reflection page. It is located in your team's grade level folder. You may use this to also track. I like it because it focuses on the score and the scale for each diagnostic, and you're able to have a conversation about the student's strengths and weaknesses, and also set goals with students. Thank you for your time today. If you have any more questions about iReady, please reach out to me so that I can assist you further. Thank you for your time.